Welcome to Grace Company's Continuum Frame Assembly video, loading your quilt fabric. After you've completed all the steps in assembling the frame, you are ready to set up your cloth leaders. First, roll the quilt top rail, backing rail, and take-up rail so the holes are up, and lock the rails in place with the ratchet stops. Bring the ends of the Velcro tape together and fold it in half to find and mark the center with a crease. Peel away a small portion of the backing of the tape from the center mark. Attach the center of the tape to the center of the rail. Then peel away a small portion of the tape backing from one of the ends of the tape and attach the tape to the end of the rail using the holes along the top of the rail to keep it aligned. Now you can carefully peel away the rest of the backing, adhering the tape to the rail in a straight line. Do the same on the other side and repeat for the other two rails. Your Continuum frame comes with 3 cloth leaders, a narrow one for the take-up rail, a medium width one for the backing rail, and a large width one for the quilt top rail. Fold each cloth leader section in half and mark the center on both the front and the back of each. Align the center mark of the narrowest leader with the center of the take-up rail and attach it to the Velcro with the markings on the leader facing the back of the frame. Attach the leader going from the center to the end of the rail. This helps keep your quilt straight. Repeat the process with a medium width leader, attaching it to the backing rail with the markings again facing the back of the frame. This will keep the leaders from rolling back onto themselves and pulling the Velcro loose. Once again, repeat the process, this time with the widest leader, attaching it to the third rail which will hold the top layer of the quilt. This rail will roll in the opposite direction from the other two, and you'll place the markings so that they face the front of the frame, opposite of the other 2 leaders. Find and crease the center of the backing. Making sure it faces down toward the floor, pin the backing to the leader on the backing rail from the center point outward toward the ends. Begin rolling the backing onto the rail, taking care to smooth out any wrinkles. Line up the center of the other end of the backing with the center of the leader on the take-up rail. Pin it from the center out to the ends of the backing. Roll the rails so the fabric lays flat and lock the backing into place. Raise the backing rail so it's even with the take-up rail. Check the clearance between the rail and the machine. You should find about a finger's width of clearance. Find the center of your batting and match it up with the center of the backing and tack it to the start of the backing. Drape it over the second rail but behind the third rail so it hangs between the 2 rails. Find and crease the center of the quilt top. Place it face up onto the batting and tack it in a few places. Match the other end of the quilt top to the center of the leader on the third rail and pin them together starting from the center out. Roll the top onto the rail until it is tight. Congratulations! You are now ready to quilt on your Continuum frame.